Hello again, this is Jessie Johnson. This is Basic Flying Saucer Science, Tesla Physics. This is Part 3. Tesla Physics includes ether physics. It is best you know basic electricity to understand Parts 1 through Part 3. We will begin where Part 2 left off. The dangers of flying saucers are the hull becomes radioactive to some degree because of so much electrical energy passing through it and can produce sores, burns, loss of hair, etc. All flying saucers, 100% of them, are flying machines flown by humans only. Extraterrestrials, aliens from outer space, or an 80 years old, multi-billion dollars propaganda system to hide flying saucer, Tesla flying crafts, that is, technology from the public, who in fact owns all flying saucers because it is their tax money that paid for it. It is the public's tax money. Extraterrestrials do not exist. It is a hoax or hoax. H-O-A-X. It is a hoax or a hoax of ultimate proportions. Flying saucers are exclusively human-made electro-propulsion ships. Humans have produced working electro-propulsion flying crafts between 1894 and 1915, experimented by and invented by Nikola Tesla, an experimental scientist, someone who knows the difference between reality and fantasy and theory and hypotheses, an experimental scientist. Any significant energy, transportation, manufacturing breakthroughs automatically becomes a national security secret and allows the government, large corporations, and the false Illuminati to steal and remove all evidence of a patent application, to confiscate the invention and prohibit disclosure to the public under totally unconstitutional secrecy laws. The patent office is utterly corrupt. So therefore, all inventors need to find another way. The greatest threat to freedom of the people is government secrecy concerning energy over unity devices have existed since 1920. Transportation, Tesla flying crafts have existed since 1910. Coercive obsolete technology, this produces economic slavery and is kept in place to make money. The pseudo-Illuminati, the original Illuminati, were humanitarians, humanists, and cared deeply about helping and caring for humanity. But the false Illuminati, the pseudo-Illuminati, conceals high technology, it conceals truth, and it conceals high knowledge. The basis for the false or pseudo-Illuminati's power is in monopoly cartels of energy, minerals, raw materials, military, war materiel, weaponry and related technologies, media and communications, industries, transportation, etc. Tesla flying crafts or flying saucers represent their most important tech, secrecy of which is indispensable to maintain pseudo-Illuminati control. Because of a flying saucers or Tesla flying crafts' energy efficiency, speed, and electrical performance. A. Flying saucers need two basic primaries to work, that is DC, direct current, and AC, alternate currents. B. The DC is put in front of the craft and the AC is put in the back, straight across in a straight line from each other, and on top and bottom left side and right side, and front and back of the ship. C. The steady brush discharge causes steady exchange of ether carriers. D. The necessity is for rapidly varying electrostatic impulses to create longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves move at the speed of light but are not electromagnetic waves. To cause the ether to assert its inertia resistance and form tubes of force. This includes high voltage DC electrostatic brush current and high frequency pulse current, rapidly varying electrostatic impulses, along with light and heat beams and voltage polarization systems. The DC direct current rarefy and stretch the ether carriers as the light and heat beams polarize the ether in the direction of choice. As the DC brush charge currents induce the steady exchange of ether carriers, creating an ether vacuum in that direction, inducing motion. At the opposite end of the ship, or the back end of the ship, directly across from this DC current, the Tesla coils, high frequency AC current compresses and blocks the carriers from passing through and force the tubes of force to dissolve in the conductors and impart momentum. Since the strength of electromagnetic and electrostatic interactions are tens of thousands of times stronger per kilogram than the EFF, or the Earth's field force per kilogram, gravity don't exist, then that much more work can be done. The Tesla coils are attached firmly to the inside front and also the inside back, and wherever else on inside of the ship's hull it is to be strategically put. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching, and please share this video and subscribe, of course, and have a very, very wonderful day. We will catch each other again.